Anybody else got a signal? This one says Denzel Washington destroys the liberal media. Or you guys can just look it up on your own phones. But basically, what he's saying is, you guys are just going out there and printing what's hot. Get it out there now. Sell it. Don't care about who it destroys. Just get it out there. And
Oh yeah, what they say? I'm running for president. No, I voted. No, what they say? I switched the yeah. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you do read it, you're misinformed. That's a great question. What is the long-term effect of too much information? One of the effects is the need to be first, not even to be true. So whatever responsibility you all have to tell the truth, not just to be first, but to tell the truth. We live in a society now where it's just first. Who cares? Get it out there. We don't care who it hurts. We don't care who we destroy. We don't care if it's true. Just say it, sell it. Anything you practice, you'll get good at it, including BS. Okay. But you heard me? Does that make sense?
that's good. See, so he's telling them straight up.
Are you making fun of me?
Just asking a question.
Yes.
Okay.
It's 100% true that everyone wants to be first. you know?
Right. Yep. And that's a lot of our mass media now, is pick a side, only trust this news network. They're calling anything that's not CNN or Fox News fake news, I think, now.
Yep.
Mhm.
So, even though both them stations have been caught in lies,
Multiple times.
yeah, and they've been bashing Trump, saying he's into the fake news, or he's just
Twitter
believing
and all
conspiracy
that,
theories
yeah.
and stuff. It's like, who's really in charge, Because if they can bash on the president like that, and they can just call whatever is what news, well, that news is not true because I said so. Who made you the authority? How about the people that actually experienced whatever we're talking about? Maybe they can tell us whether it's true or not. All right, so pay attention to where you're getting your information from. Over here, the other big factors in a lot of conspiracy theories and problems of society, or good things in society, is religion. The Israelites, if you guys know the history on them, they came from Israel, and they were basically first formed to guard the financial, or not financial, but like caravans carrying large amounts of money and stuff like that. People would hire them to keep their wagons safe, so it could travel from city to city, so you trade. That is where a lot of people think that the banking industry stemmed off of. Was basically what the Israelites were. They were the first bank. And they took notes, and you could give you your money, and they would take note of how much you had in store for you safely. So they were the first banking system of the Israelites. The astronomy, if you look at all major religions, it almost always goes back to astronomy. You can key in what times of the year they're saying to do certain things. So, Christianity has Lent. Islam has Ramadan. And, we're kind of living a similar path, but things go astray in different ways. But underlying, yeah.
Easter is a big factor in Catholic Church, obviously, because it's the rising of Christ and everything like that, the death and resurrection. But Easter actually dates back to a period before Christ even existed, and Easter was considered a god of fertility. And so on their holiday, in the feast day of the goddess of fertility, they would hide eggs. That's where the eggs came from. Then mainstream media took a bunny and decided, let's give the bunny eggs and we'll make it for Easter.
Sure.
And that's what we'll call it.
Well, that would make sense, because that one I couldn't find astrology. Like, where did we get the Easter bunny from?
Yeah, exactly.
And say that no, Easter is really important in Greek religion. If you look and it's completely different time, I think it's like a week later or something, their calendar's date different.
There's an entire another religion that dates back before the writings of
Yeah.
the Catholic religion and Jesus Christ and everything like that, with the exact same story bound to it, with Messiah that came to save everybody, that was nailed to a tree with two other, one good, one bad guy on either side of him, nailed to a tree. That dates back even before that happened. So I mean, everybody's got the general idea
They all
of
got
just,
prophets.
Yeah.
Muhammad.
Even
Everybody's
back to the poly religions, Jesus shared similar background story with, I want to say, Horus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got Isis and Virgin Mary.
As Horus was resurrected.
And multiple different religions all have the same thing. And yeah,
it all boils down to don't be a dick. That's
Yeah, basically
basically
it's a
it.
golden rule, you know. treat
You
others
don't need
like you want-
1,000 parables to realize you shouldn't rape somebody. Just don't do it. It's
Or murder
fucked up.
somebody.
And then it kind of gets turned into, well, these are the only rules I have to follow now.
Right,
I have
like my
300.
father is hardcore Catholic, and he believes that anything that he can't understand, it's the Holy Spirit, and that's just that.
Yeah.
So- It's really hard to talk to.
but the movie is gonna say to look up next is one of your bubbles.
Zeitgeist?
If you want to see something that blow your mind about religion, watch that. It's a
Zeitgeist is
documentary.
the documentary. There's 3 parts to it.
I've only seen
Really good. It shows about how all major religions are tied together. Zeitgeist, I believe.
It's stale, so you gotta definitely like.
Don't be looking for entertainment. It's mostly for information. I mean,
I've
they have
only
some
seen the
cartoons.
Is it
and
based
stuff.
on
one.
a different religion?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
tell you all
it
about it.
breaks down how Jesus and a bunch of different religions all share the same exact story, and why they share the same exact story.
Yeah, actually, I think we gotta look at it.
Yep.
What's that called? Zeitgeist?
Zeitgeist.
Or Zeitgeist?
Trying to think of the book, yeah, Roman times that they had a bunch of stories.
I forgot you brought that in there.
But a lot of it ties in with Christianity and stuff.
And before I get off the astronomy part, before we had TVs to entertain us, cell phones and all that stuff, before we had books, newspapers, any of that, what did we have?
Stories?
Word of
They
mouth.
had
Stories, and we had
shows.
Hieroglyph.
Oh,
the stars above us at night. That was literally like a moving picture. And then some person decided they want to, maybe put some of them dots together and start making pictures out of them.
That bear's man with a sword.
Yeah, man with a sword, there's a tiger.
Shaped like a cup.
I mean, think about it. If we were there, we would have been doing the same thing, you know?
Oh yeah.
Nothing better to do.
I wonder if there was like opposite like astrology people, like really fucked up ones were like, that one looks like a set of tits, and like, that's the god of tits right there.
I don't know. Maybe there was.
That's all in the southern hemisphere.
Because I mean, we got all these denominations of religion in our world today. I can't believe that there was only one astrology like set in stone.
Again, history goes to the victors.
This, I don't
What
have the,
religion do you guys technically think won? Yes, there's many religions still out there, but Christianity is definitely pretty much one. After Christianity have won. AD is example. The entire world goes on one person's death.
well, for some, I mean, when they have to communicate with us, yeah, but the Chinese have a different calendar.
Yeah.
And a few other parts of the world do too. The point mainly with this, if you look at the way the constellations rotate, and it says the sun will rise, and if you're reading the Bible, it kind of follows the constellations to a pretty good degree. That last bubble I have up there is another one against Christianity. It's called Piso Flavian. People say that that is a almost carbon copy print of a story that did exist in Roman times. It's the Flavian dynasty, and that's what they say the Bible was actually written about. Yeah.
I had a text from Sergeant Brown.
Okay.
Saying that we need to go to our trucks.
All right, everybody. All right. I say what for?
Probably stage the trucks.
we ain't had dispatches yet, or radios.
Radios would be the one. I think.
So you want me to check it out, come back?
Did you say just you or everybody?
I said everybody, tell me to spread the word.
Farmer.
Corruption.
Farmer.
Seriously, everybody's about money. They'll do anything for money. Money is power. You have money,
Money is the
you say
equal
whatever you
happiness.
want.
If someone tells you they're not happy with like, if I already $5 grand and you wouldn't be happy, you
They say, no, money can't buy you happiness. Bullshit.